Welcome to You Know Something with Dena
Hey, look, I'm just here to entertain, inform, and keep this crazy train on track.
and Tia.
Me, unlike your live wire that is liable to go shoo-boom.
They're like your cool aunts.
Exactly. You're exactly right.
Fun,
I can't believe you even brought that up. That is so fun.
informative,
It's impossible to dust potpourris.
You can't.
sometimes serious.
Dena, sweet child. I am almost stunned. I mean, I'm being really serious.
But most of the time, not so much.
A caca. I mean, your caca and your caca. No. I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Ladies, let's go.
Hello, welcome to You Know Something with Dena and Tia. I'm Dena.
And I'm Tia, and today is August 14th, 2024.
Tia, today you know what the topic is. If you've never listened before, I pick a topic and surprise Tia with it normally on our Wednesday show. And then we have a few recurring theme shows that we do. And today is one of our popular recurring theme shows that Tia knows about, and it is called
Just what do you mean by that?
Volume 8. Just what do you mean by that is where we use memes as conversation starters. They might be funny, they might be crazy, they might be a serious topic that brings up a real productive conversation sometimes. For me, it does. So we'll see. I don't know what Tia brought. She doesn't know what I brought. So we're just going to take turns and see what happens. So there's still an element of surprise but this time it's for me too, you know? So that's fair.
Yes.
Every once in a while I should be put on the spot, right?
Right.
Okay. All right, do you want to go first?
Do you want me to?
Sure.
Okay.
Here
All
we go.
right. This is from Reddit, and it's wholesome. Memes. Boy who sells his Pokemon cards to raise $650 to save his dog's life ends up raising $19,500 and saves the dog.
No way.
Just look at the picture.
Bless his little heart. Look at him.
I know.
Aw.
Is that not the sweetest?
Yeah. So do you know any more to the story? Like, did people just feel bad and keep
I guess so.
donating? Or was this Pokemon card worth more than he thought?
Well, I don't know. I mean, because he had several Pokemon cards, but I think people just actually donated money just because, bless his heart, and he was trying to raise $650 and got $19,500.
Well, I want to know more. Let's try to find out more because that's pretty cool. I have questions. Let's see. His name is Bryson Kleiman. He's 8. He's been collecting Pokemon cards since his dad introduced him to trading cards. My niece and nephew collected Pokemon cards. I don't know what makes one more valuable than the other. But, you know, when you're a kid and you're cute and there's a dog involved, I think it's pretty easy to raise money.
Right, exactly.
People know you're innocent. You don't have ulterior motives.
Trying to save his dog. That's just so sweet.
It is so sweet. He looks so precious. Look.
Oh.
It's a little puppy. $650. I wonder what was wrong with it. Now, this is not as sweet, and I wasn't as cute as that when I was a kid, but I once wanted a stuffed animal that was a long-haired white cat, so I opened a lemonade stand and raised $13. It's kind of the same thing.
Not really, but if you think it is, we'll go with that.
His story's sweeter, though. That's a good one.
It was actually a real animal. Just saying.
And it was sick. So not the same at all. All right, see, I have one. If you're through with that cute little dog and cute little boy. Precious. I need to put that picture on the
Yes, you do.
blog. All right, T, I want you to picture this meme, and our listeners picture the meme. There's a red door, there's a blue door, 3 little steps going up to each door. And the meme says, and this is from the Bailey Lavender on Facebook, if you go through the blue door, you can travel through time and fix all your past mistakes. Now, you'll still live your life and all that, but you can go back in, drop into that scene, fix it, fly back out, go to the next thing, and fix all your mistakes. Or go through the red door, you get $10 million in cash, no tax in hand. Which door would you go through and why?
Oh.
I know that's one you might need to contemplate for a second.
No, I think I would go back and like redo my mistakes for
Would you?
sure. Yes, absolutely. I mean, who doesn't wish that? I mean, that to me is priceless. If I could go back and fix everything I've done wrong in life, whew, I couldn't even put a price tag on that.
It makes you wonder, you see movies about time travel and people trying to do things over to get it right, how it affects all the other things that happen in your life, where you may not would have met this person if you hadn't broken up with that person, and then you wouldn't have had this job if you hadn't quit that job, so I wonder what repercussions it would have. But I'm trying to think of the things. What's the first mistake I ever made in my life? Can you think of like the first mistake you ever made, even as a kid? I'm trying to think of one.
Well, I don't know. I was little because it was Easter, and Mom and Dad, because that was before, they could leave the kids in the car.
Right.
And I was sitting in the front seat, and I had on a really frilly dress. And so I couldn't help it, but I had to poop.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I thought, oh no, with all these crinolines, so I pooped, and it took my white gloves, and then took the poop and threw it out the window.
That was a mistake.
It was a mistake. But I was little because my legs didn't even go over the seat.
Oh, you remember that
I
feeling?
was probably like 3, maybe.
Wow. Did you have on little patent leather shoes?
Of course I did. And little white socks. And I don't know how I kept my gloves hidden. I mean, because I don't know how, I guess I just stood up on the seat and got it out of my panties and threw it out the window because the windows were down.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, Tia, we're zooming you back to that time. You're in your back seat in your little Easter dress. What'd you do differently?
Front seat.
Oh, front seat.
Well, probably nothing.
Nothing you could do, right?
There's nothing
Go to the bathroom
I could
before
do.
you left home.
Well, no, I would have gone in the store and looked for a bathroom, but you know,
Napkins in the glove compartment, maybe?
maybe. But you do remember what cars looked like back then.
Yeah.
There was no seat belts, nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because my sister and I were talking the other day about how our parents used to leave us in the car. Like they'd go into the grocery store or go in. She was 3 years older than me, and they'd just say, okay, we'll be back. Don't let anybody in the car. And we'd just sit there and talk.
Oh, see, my mom
Color.
and dad, they just left the windows down. So, but I just don't think there was a whole lot of child abduction like there is now.
Yeah. You sure didn't hear about it, but you didn't
No.
have the internet to hear about it. But I don't recall anybody in my life as a child or anything like that where a kid disappeared like that. We did have a little girl who I think was abducted from her home, but not like you were out and got snatched. But yeah, I can vividly remember sitting in the car and just having a blast, just finding things to do. And my nephew was there and we were talking about it, and he said, what in the world did you do without a cell phone? What did you do sitting there in the car? And I said, I made up all kinds of games and asked each other silly questions and threw things at each other, and I don't know. I don't really remember exactly. But
Did you ever play bingo? When you saw a
Yeah.
Volkswagen and go bingo?
yeah, a certain color car,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, that's fun. You can always find things to do, but yeah, that was a good memory. I guess I would take the $10 million
Of course you would.
because I could go to every person I ever wronged with every mistake I ever made and just say, want $50,000? Will that fix this mistake? The first mistake I can think of is I ate a toilet bluing cake that my mom told me not to eat.
What?
You know, you used to hang a little blue, I call it a cake, but you hang it in the toilet, and every time it flushed, it would take a little of the cleaner and keep your toilet clean. You just hooked it around the hook on the side. I don't think they make those anymore because they hurt pipes, but... And my mom was opening it, and I said, ooh, that looks good, because I loved anything blue at the time. She said, don't you dare eat that. That's poison. Well,
You ate it?
when she left, I took a bite out of it, yeah. And got very sick.
Oh,
So that would
yeah.
be my first thing I wouldn't do, is eat the...
I don't think there was, out of that $10 million, I don't think you could buy that back. Just saying.
True. That's true. That's true. All right, so I think that's an interesting question, because a lot of people say, well, I don't have any regrets. I wouldn't do anything differently. And anytime somebody says that to me, I'm like, I'm not buying that. Maybe you lived a perfect life. I don't know. But I think it's good to live in the present and not keep focusing on the past and what you did.
I don't
Wrong.
think you just asked me a question. I'm not focusing on it. You just asked me. I mean, come
accusing
on.
you.
Really?
I didn't mean you.
Wow.
All right. Have you got one? Let's get out of
Yes, I do.
this. Okay, let's go.
Okay, but I have no idea who this is from. I
Okay.
just found it, but
Okay.
oh, I loved it.
Okay.
Just once, I would like to read a medication label that says, may cause permanent weight loss, remove wrinkles, and increase energy.
That's great.
Oh,
Otherwise, you should never read the warnings on if you need the medicine.
no, but have you not noticed that anything that you're prescribed, I certainly have, what you're taking it for is one of the actual side effects. I mean, really?
Every time.
Every time.
Like the commercials when it's for, like, say, depression. May cause suicidal thoughts.
Yeah,
May cause
but-
depression. I'm like, what?
Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Wow.
Might as well just not take it. I know. I don't know if they just have to cover all the bases or what, but you know, if something happens, I go to the doctor, they write me a prescription. I go to the drugstore, get it. I just throw that thing away. I probably shouldn't, you know, in case something happens, but I figure if something changes in me, that's what's causing it. You know, I have some kind of weird rash that comes up, but otherwise, I just imagine all those things or worry about all those things or.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you would do. I promise.
Have you ever had any of the side effects that it threatens to give you?
Yes.
You have?
Of course.
See, I never have.
I mean, especially like with antibiotics. Yeah.
Oh, I know
I
what
get
you're talking about. Yeah.
nauseated, and I mean, and you got potty, and then you got headaches, and you know, my friend, she had been taking that same antibiotic for all of her life, and then one time she took it and had, I can't say the word,
Anaphylactic
yes,
shock.
shock. I mean, she came so close to like checking out of here. Wow. I mean, it was scary, and she had no idea what was going on. Luckily, her neighbors and everything came, and she's got a friend that's a nurse, and so that's scary because it's an antibiotic that she'd been taking all of her life.
I recently read someone say they lost a loved one in the hospital taking something they had always taken, and they said, well, we got it from a new manufacturer this time, so maybe one little ingredient, some filler was
Right.
different. It really is scary, and I think you can also develop allergies to things
You can.
later, so it's really scary. I mean, it's not
I've
like,
never had allergies, and now I do.
yeah, me too, just a couple. Like, I've never gotten, like, pollen never bothered me until now, and I developed an allergy to strawberries, and I ate strawberries my whole life. But, yeah, allergies are scary. My sister has a lot of allergies. She's always prepared, but I don't have a EpiPen.
Well, my friend that had that gave me one.
She
So
did?
I have one.
Oh,
Yes.
wow, that's awesome.
I carry it in my purse.
That's great.
I know. Not that I would need it probably for myself, but, you know, I could just slam it on you.
You sound like you want to do that. Living with a lot of allergies, I think it would be a scary thing, and always having to be aware of things. But back to the original meme, yes, that would be wonderful. So I'm trying to think of other side effects I'd like to have, like thicker hair, clear, no wrinkles, weight loss, maybe a better personality.
Okay. Yeah, Oh, well, boy, we're wishing now, aren't we?
I mean, while you're wishing, big house. Is a big house a side effect? I don't know.
This was about a medication. Boy, you take something and just go somewhere nobody else would go.
I do. Okay, this is from Rantings of a Beautiful Mind on Facebook. It says, the phrase, don't take this the wrong way, but has a 0% success rate. I think it's because people are taking it the right way, probably. I mean, I just think anytime somebody's saying that, they know that you're probably going to be offended. You just probably shouldn't say that, whatever you're going to say after that.
I agree. I mean, start it with something else. Like,
No offense, but that's the same thing.
That's still the same thing. We'd have to, I don't know, let's think about that for a second. How could you phrase that? Like, hey, I just really wanted to talk to you about something. Then leap into it.
Yeah, and then if they take it the wrong way, say,
Then-
well, I didn't mean for you to take it the wrong way. You're
Shame
taking
on
it the
them.
wrong way. Yeah. I mean, I've said that a lot, like, no offense, but, or I hope you'll take this the right way, or I was just really thinking you probably shouldn't.
Well, if you say, I hope you take this the right way, that's different than, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. Because if you're saying the right way, that to me, I'm thinking that you're going to say something kind to me. Hope you
Okay.
take this the right way. Like, let's just say, you know what? I really love that shirt you have on. I don't think that color's good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sandwich.
Okay, that's not going to be offensive, I don't think.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's called sandwiching the bad news between good news. Make a bad news sandwich and then end it with, but if you're happy with it, if you like it, that's all that matters.
And then you just threw in some potato chips. Okay, way to go.
I think that you could say, I'm trying to think of a good example where I could say, but you could say, I don't mean I think you are overweight. So don't think that. But here's what I mean. I think those pants make you look bigger than you are. Rather than saying, this is what I think you're going to think, and that's not what I mean.
I'm not saying you're fat. I'm just saying you're chunky. I mean, really?
No, that's what I said. But those pants make you look bigger. They're not flattering. Because I know you're not big. I'm not talking to you. I'm to this person. Just say what you think you think they're going to think before they think it. Then you don't have to.
Wow.
Say what you think.
I don't know.
They think you're going to think before they think it.
Okay, are we going to play this game like who's on third?
I want you to
What's on
understand.
second? Wow.
All right. Get us out of this one.
Okay. Participation trophies for everyone. This is by John Cross. I love him.
Yeah,
He's-
I know who you're talking about.
I love him. Okay,
It might be
adults.
Chris. Is it Chris?
Chris, it is.
Okay.
Adults. Kids these days with their participation trophies. Also, adults.
Oh, I voted.
Yeah, I voted.
It's got a little I voted sticker. Okay, that's funny, and that's probably true, but I do wear my I voted sticker that day.
Okay, well, that's kind of like a participation trophy. Like, ooh, look at me. Look at me.
Don't you remember telling you I voted in the primaries not too long ago and went to a pet store to get pet food and forgot I had it on, and the guy said, oh, that's right, the guy that checked me out, I need to vote. Go vote today. So in that case, it worked. And even if you're going to vote the wrong way, I still believe in voting. I still believe in participating,
Okay, you think everybody's opinion is that it's going to be different.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I didn't say.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that. So you obviously you decline that sticker when...
Well, no, they give it to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't wear it like a badge of honor. I mean,
I don't wear it for like a week at a time.
Okay, well, good. Just the day that you voted.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think that he doesn't vote. That's what I think.
No, I think he does.
Do you?
Absolutely, I do.
What about the bumper sticker that says, My child is an honor student.
Not really.
I'm not a bumper sticker fan, period.
I'm not either at all.
Because they're hard to get
No.
off. Do you remember when you used to go to a amusement park and when you came out, they'd put a bumper sticker on the back of your car?
No.
Yeah, they had people going all around. I thought, no way you could get away with that now, but I don't see bumper stickers that often.
Oh, I do. I mean, like, I just the other day saw a bumper sticker that said, "My child can beat up your honor student."
Oh, that's kind of scary.
I know. But see,
That's something strange to brag about.
I know.
That's funny. I'm trying to think. You have little doggy paw prints on yours, but those are like the peel off things on the windows.
Yeah,
That's
right.
easy to take off. What do you think about the little family stick figure family?
No.
I don't do that, but I don't have any. Neither one of us have kids, so maybe that's why we're like. Meh, meh.
Well, I know, but I mean, I could stick me and Greg, and then
And four dogs.
Four dogs.
That would be cute.
No, it wouldn't, because I think that's weird.
Okay. All right. No offense, most of our audience.
Most I know.
Okay, this is a little more serious and I guess. This is from, I'm not going to say this wrong, I'm sure, Hafez, Hafez, poetry on Instagram. It says, we don't talk, it's also shared by Rantings of a Beautiful Mind on Facebook. That's where I found it. Okay, we don't talk about trees getting older. We say they're growing. Let's use the same term for ourselves. We're not getting older. We're just growing. That's the spirit of living. I kind of like that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. So you could just say, boy, if you see an elderly person, she's really growing. Although that could be offensive too.
Yeah, it could.
You've really grown since the last time I saw you.
And as they get older, you shrink.
That's
so
true.
There you have it.
That's the flaw. You're right, Tia.
I know. I mean, I know I've like shrunk a half an inch.
Yeah. I think the little tissue in between your spine, your vertebrae goes away. Is that what it is?
It grows to deteriorate.
Yeah. Wah wah. Well, I brought it down, didn't I? Well, you know how I feel about trees. But,
Yes, I do.
but trees live longer than people if all things being equal, you know.
Right.
So that's why they just say, I'm just growing. And they don't look older. Well, I don't know. I guess they do kind of. You see a tree that looks not just bigger but older. Yeah. I don't know, just kind of like that. I'm going to start to use it. And
Okay, if you ever tell me, "Oh, Tia, you're growing," I will be so mad. I'm just telling you.
like on your birthday, I can't say you've grown. You've grown a whole year.
No,
Okay.
just say happy birthday.
Okay.
And many more.
Many more. Many, many, many more.
My time?
Yeah.
See, you go deep, I don't. Okay. Sometimes I feel like I have my life together, and then I'm like, wow, that was a really nice 45 seconds. And that's by Happier Human.
I can identify with that.
No, I mean, but how funny is that?
I love it.
Wow.
It makes me feel better about myself.
Well, I know, because I mean, can you imagine us just sitting there like going, I really have my life together for 45 seconds. Boy, that was fun while that lasted.
Yeah. Maybe a minute. Maybe I can go a minute. But yeah, I think I'll have a plan for the day. Get up. Oh, it's nice outside. I'm going to do this. And then it just all starts to, life starts to happen.
Right.
All the other people in my life happen and things change. And, well, there goes that plan out the window. But it was a nice idea, you know.
Right.
Good to have an outline even if you can't follow it.
No, you really can't.
Yeah. But does anybody really have their life together? I like to think not.
Well, some more than others.
Yeah. True.
True.
True. I like that. That's so funny. Who'd you say that was from?
Happier Human.
A Happier Human?
No, Happier.
Happier Human. I like that.
I don't know how that makes somebody happier since they've only got 45 seconds to think of how great their life is.
Before it goes to
Arr.
doo-doo. Yep. Beep. I'm going to do beep instead of huh.
Okay.
This is from, and this is an interesting name, Very Moisturized is the name of this account on Twitter.
Wow.
It was shared by Third Eye Thirst on Instagram. It's another serious one, thought-provoking one.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any of those.
Well, that's good. We can go up and down like a roller coaster. When people insult you, pay attention to the things they focus on. If they mock your intelligence, it's because you make them feel stupid. If they pick apart your appearance, it's because they're upset that people desire you and maybe not them. If they mock your morals, it's because you make them feel bad about their moral choices.
That could possibly be. However, I think that sometimes there's just mean people. And it's not because you make them feel stupid or they think differently of their morals or whatever. I just think they're just mean people.
Yeah, I think that could be, of course they call that projecting, when you're just saying that because I make you feel. I think when people are just truly outraged at something you did, that you are awakening something in them. Some of the comments under it, I always like to read the comments under some of these posts so I can get a perspective. And this girl says, yeah, when somebody says, you're not perfect, they probably think you are. They really think you are.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just being blatantly honest. I don't know.
This one says, I don't think I'm better than you. Somebody says, you just think you're better than everybody, Tia. And you would say to me, I don't think I'm better than you, but you obviously think I'm better than you. I think that's kind of a cool comeback, maybe.
That is a cool comeback.
This person said, to know someone's mind, just listen to the words they choose. To know someone's heart, just watch their actions. I agree with that. And that's like a whole other name.
I do too, because everything in your heart comes out of your mouth. And your
Especially when
action.
you're drunk. It's truth serum, right?
Not all the time.
I have said something to someone before, and I really meant it. It wasn't because I wished I had what they had or whatever. So I know what you're saying. I just had a mean moment where they made me mad, or I felt they needed to know, you're not this, or I didn't want to be them. So I'm like, you don't think that's always the case, but I think you do awaken something in somebody that they feel is their flaw when you don't have it. You don't have that particular flaw. Everybody has flaws, but let's say somebody had really thick, long hair, and the other person I've had this happen to me, a friend, quote, might say, I would never want my hair that long. It's so hot, and I never want to fix it, and, I think I'm too old to have hair like that. And, I think those are all like insults, passive-aggressive insults, and they probably wish they could grow long hair.
Right.
You agree with me on that?
Mm-hmm.
It's really not meanness, but
Yes, I do.
here's one that says, am I intimidating or are you just intimidated? Does she think she's better than you or do you think she's better than you? This person says, kind of like you, people who are not happy with themselves are the people who often insult other people without any reason. So don't take it personally. They just want to hurt you.
Right.
Make you feel less than.
Right.
Yeah. I think they probably look at you and think, she probably thinks her hair is pretty or whatever, or she's in shape. So I'm going to say, your hair's not that pretty, even though you're just sitting there minding your business like, did I say I thought my hair was pretty? Mm-hmm. So people will search out your thing you think is the best and then just tear it down. So either way, it's meanness. All right.
Okay, this is by Engage Bay,
Okay.
B-A-Y. Research has shown that laughing for 2 minutes is just as healthy as a 20-minute jog. So now I'm sitting in the park laughing at all the joggers.
That's funny.
I'm sorry, I relate to that.
Well, when we walked training for the half marathon, people would run. A lot of people would run. And we'd look at them and say, what are you running for? Or people on bicycles. What are you on that bicycle
Exactly.
for? Why aren't you just walking? Yeah, that's funny. I like that. I wish that was true. I mean, I know laughing, we did learn that laughing is good for your organs.
No, it's like riding a horse.
Yeah,
Remember?
that's what it was, riding a
Yeah.
horse on it. Yeah.
So it actually really is good for you.
So
It's healthy.
So you could actually go to a gym and just
Laugh
get a
at
cup
people
of coffee and sit there at the table
and laugh.
Just put a towel around your neck like you just finished working out and you're all sweaty. Dab your forehead.
No, I'm not.
Right, this one, I've actually brought a funny one to you. I think it's funny. We'll see what you think. This is from the Muff Report, MUFF, on Instagram. If the person who named walkie-talkies named everything, here's what they might be. Stamps might be called licky stickies.
Oh, Lord.
Defibrillators could be called hardy starties.
Oh.
This is my kind of humor.
Yes.
Bumblebees, fuzzy buzzies. Pregnancy test, maybe baby.
Oh, wow.
I like that one. A bra. What do you think a bra's called?
I have...
Don't even want to guess. Huh?
I'm not touching it.
Breasty nesty. Wow. A fork, a stabby grabby. Socks, feety heaties. Hippopotamus, a floaty bloaty.
Oh.
And a nightmare would be called a screamy dreamy. I just thought that was cute.
It is cute. I mean, that's fun right there.
If I could just remember them, I always think I'm going to remember
I just
things.
can't. I mean, I'm going to go to the post office and get some licky stickies. I mean,
That's good. I dare you to say that the next time you go. Have a roll of licky stickies.
please. I just need a book of licky stickies.
I think I won't do that.
I probably would, just because. I could. All right, this one is by Thunder Dungeon.
Thunder Dungeon.
Yippee. Okay, bedtime, also known as that special time of day when I lie down in a dark room for a few hours and ponder every dumb thing I've said.
Boy, is that not the truth. Cringe. Like,
I know. I've done that.
That's when you need that blue door and you can go back and unsay. Because like I've told you before,
Right.
I say the dumbest thing at funerals. It's like a tradition in our family. So if I could go back to every funeral I ever did, I rubbed and massaged the back of the person in front of me because I thought it was my cousin and it wasn't my cousin.
Oh, wow.
I was trying to console him and he turned around and looked at me like, who are you? I mean, he was in the family. He was like married to a cousin or something, but I was like...
And you were massaging his back.
Yeah, just trying to comfort him. And
Yeah. I usually make sure I know whose back I'm massaging before I start.
he looked like him from the back.
Okay.
So I bring the laughter to funerals. It's just my role in the family.
Yes. You bring humor everywhere.
Can you think of one that makes you still cringe after years, something that you said?
There's just too many. I can't think of just one. I mean,
Have you ever had somebody wave across a room or a store in public and you thought they were waving at you and you wave back, but they're waving at the person behind you?
yes. I have, and then you're like, hi, and then you're like, and you bring the hand down like,
Start scratching the back here.
Yeah, or like you're stretching, put both hands up.
Exactly.
Yes. And something, speaking of funerals, this is completely off the subject,
fine.
but I knew a girl one time that, when you're saying your last goodbyes, at the graveside.
Right.
And, the turf that they put, like the green turf and everything. Well, she was walking by and saying goodbye to her friend, and they apparently didn't put the casket kind of close enough. Well, she fell in the hole.
Nuh-uh.
No, she did.
Tia.
No, she did. No,
Tia.
no, she fell.
You are lying.
No, I'm not. And she had a really large chest, and so that's what stopped her. And
What?
yeah, and so these two gentlemen like lifted her out of the hole, and then she had red clay mud caked on her skirt, her panties, and everything. And then she had to go to another funeral.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
The same day?
Yes.
With the same outfit on?
But she didn't know that she had red clay mud until somebody at the other funeral told her. And so it was quite an eventful day.
Well, she makes me feel so much better about all my funeral clubs.
I knew you would.
Wow. I can't even imagine. Well, you know, you're so sad.
I'm
especially
going with you.
Like, well, she's
Move
really
over.
upset. Was the casket in the hole yet, or was it to the side?
No, it was,
It was
right
up on the ground.
above.
Oh.
And it was shut and everything. And so the green turf, obviously, they made the hole a little bit too large. And so she, like,
I was wider than the
slipped
casket.
in.
Oh, gosh, that would be horrific. Well, I wonder if people laughed because, I mean, that would be a sight.
Yeah. But, I mean, she even laughed.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, she called, and I mean, she was hysterical. She was, "You're never going to believe this." And,
hysterical laugh or hysterical cry?
oh, laughing.
Laugh.
No, she was laughing. She said, "You're not going to believe what I just did." And I went, "You've got," I mean, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. And I was like, "No way."
Oh, I feel so much better.
I thought you would. This is by Sandgest, Sandgest.
Okay.
Okay. Remember, if plan A fails, there are 25 more letters in the alphabet.
That's true. I think I've gone through all of them. That'd be funny if you kept messing something. All right, plan Z.
Well, why? What do you do then? Go to numbers?
Numbers, there you go.
Yeah, you go to
A1.
numbers. Okay,
B1.
plan 1. We've already went through the complete alphabet, so here we go.
Honestly, I'm probably in my life, if our lives are a plan, I would be at plan, let me think about that. Okay, A, I had that. That didn't work.
Are you really?
B, that didn't work. C, worked for a while.
Okay, wow. Are we really going to...
D, I'm at plan F.
Okay.
That's not good.
Well, that plan F could be for fun.
It could be. It didn't
For
have to be something.
fantastic fun.
Tia, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's good. I like the way you twisted that and made it a positive thing.
Of course.
I was thinking of all effed up. My plan is all effed
No,
up.
no. It's fantastic fun from now on. And just one little more.
Sure.
That, I mean, I just want to know if you've done this because I don't want to be the only one.
Okay.
Okay, this one is by Cheeseburger.
I know cheeseburger.
Okay, all right. That moment you lower the music when looking for the street address so you can see it better.
Exactly.
Have you done?
Absolutely.
Okay, why do we think if we turn down the music we could see the street address better?
I don't know, but it works. My dad used to do that.
For real?
Yeah, he'd turn on the radio and he'd say, "Y'all, kids be quiet so I can figure out where we are." Of course, back then there was no GPS. He was just flying by the seat of his pants like we all did. But I think it's legit because all of your senses, your brain is having to engage the sound of your senses, the sight, your thinking, where, whatever in your brain maps things out. So you just need to focus all your senses onto figuring this one thing out so you don't need any distractions. But it helps me.
Okay, when I read this one, I was like, oh, no, I do that. And I'm thinking that helps you see, nothing better.
No, is
Tia.
that something older? Did you used to do it when you were young, or?
I think I actually did it the other day.
So older. Since you've grown. Since
The
you've
other
grown up.
day? Yes, I've grown, I guess. You're exactly right. Okay. This is by Brosix.
What?
Brosix or Brosix, Brosix.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The only time I get up early for work is to write the email saying I'm not coming into work.
You got to get in there quick and get it done quick.
No, you
before
have
they
to.
expect to.
I know, but I thought you just called in. I never knew that you emailed.
Well, now people probably text it. I can't come in today.
Well, I just had to call.
And say, I don't think I'm going to be
Man,
come in today.
I'm sick. I'm so sick.
I'm so sick. Even if you're legitimately sick, sometimes it's not reflected in your voice. You know.
Right.
Tummy ache doesn't reflect in your, and you
No.
can't like do your tummy ache sounds over
No,
the phone.
No. That's for sure. You
See, I'm really
cannot.
sick. You want to hear?
Right.
I'll call you back when I go to the bathroom.
Oh, no, you didn't.
All right. Well, would you want to end on a deep one, a thought-provoking one?
Do you have one?
Yeah, it's kind of like the other one about regrets. You know, whether you do things over or not. But okay, this is from Third Eye Thirst. Also, if you could do it again, would you meet them again for the first time, or when you saw them, would you walk away? That could be whoever.
Is that talking?
Could be anything.
Uh,
Can you think of anyone in your life you felt you wish you had never met?
No.
Really? Let's say that's kind of opposite of what you're talking about, wanting to fix things.
No, I mean, right. I would like to fix things. I would like to go back and repair if I hurt somebody, you know, and I didn't mean to hurt them or whatever, then I would want to fix that. But there's nobody that I've met in life that I wished I had not. Because in the whole scheme of things, it had to be like somewhat of a learning experience. Even if it ended poorly, you learned something from it. So
Right. I think we've both been fortunate enough that nothing so horrific has ever happened in our life that was caused by knowing somebody else that we would want them to not exist or not be in our lives. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who have had someone do something horrible to them that they wish they had never met. But
right.
so far we're fortunate. And
Very.
I've had some annoying people in my life, but
Oh, well, I've had plenty of those. But not anybody that I could sit and think, wow, I wish I'd never, ever met them.
right. We're fortunate. We're so fortunate that that's true, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, not that I wouldn't want to see them.
You don't mean you ever want to see them again, but
Right.
you don't want them to not have never existed in the
Right.
world.
See? I'm not that bad.
That's good. All right, well, I guess we better get out of here, but let's think about what have we learned today, Tia? So, well, Tia, today I learned that you would go through the blue door and fix all your mistakes, and I would go through the red door and just bribe everybody to forget what I did to them.
Exactly.
And what else did we learn? Don't ever say, don't take this the wrong way, unless you want them to take it the wrong way.
Right.
From now on, we're going to tell people when they got some more gray hair, we're going to say, oh, look at you. You have grown since the last time I
No,
saw you.
I'm not ever going to say that. And I don't want you to say it to me, please.
I won't. I promise.
Well, you know something, what we've learned from the ones I shared is 100% nothing other than I like funny things. But we did realize that laughter is yet again proven to be a great thing.
That's right. It's exercise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. Well, let's end on that. No exercise. Just laugh at people who do.
No.
That's not what you were saying?
No, that's not at all. I was saying that laughter is great. You can still exercise and laugh at yourself while you're exercising. Okay. We don't want people not to exercise.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. People might take offense to that in the gym if you sit with your coffee and laugh at them.
Right.
All right.
Or a margarita or something.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Exactly. All right, guys, we hope that you learned a little, laughed a little, thought about the things we discussed, and we hope that if you did, that you will click the little bell. That's a little subscription bell. Costs you nothing, but a little second of time, and it really helps us. And leave a comment, leave a review, rating. What else? Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, whatever your social media of choice is. We hope you'll come back and listen to us on Sunday for our Giggles and Gratitude. And if you're a first-time listener, we're so grateful that you found us. Tell a friend.
Tell several friends.
Exactly. Is that enough begging, Tia? Don't beg, Tia.
I'm not. I just said tell several friends.
All right. I love you, Tia. I always like to aggravate you, and I always enjoy discussing with you and debating with you and laughing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Today was some good laughs that I needed. So,
I love you too.
yay. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. We would love to hear from you.
Leave your questions or comments on our voicemail by visiting our website at denaandtia.com. Your message may be played on the show.
You can find our Instagram and Facebook links there too.
Again, that's denaandtia.com.
Thanks for listening.